All right. Buenos dias. Get in dress code, top button as you should have already. As I said yesterday, I'll always have mine undone just to remind me to make sure you are here first hour. All right. Vamos a decir, what is today? Thursday. Dios te salve María. Hay intenciones especiales. No? Okay. Top button? You got like two buttons on there. Okay, understand, I usually give that warning. Is yours done? I usually give that warning at the beginning of class. If after that warning you do not listen to me, then it will be a step, okay? So make sure when I say, double check yourself to make sure it's done up. Alright, vamos a decir Dios te salve María. En el nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia. El Señor es contigo, bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres. Y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre, Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora y en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. En el nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Bueno, Ceci? All right. Your homework, well, let's first of all, let's do the attendance here. Well, it's up here, so I might as well. Your homework here, 30 and 31 in the workbook. I may put a reminder on here, but I shouldn't need to. I'll try to remember to do it just to make it clearer. However, what the heck happened? I was, it's like it changed. On the homework, I may add something to this to make it clearer, but if I don't, it shouldn't matter. You should already know. 30 is going to be about the culture section. Where is the culture section? Raise your hand.
No, it's in the book, but like, is it in the back?
Towards the back. No, not the back of the book.
Oh,
Okay. Now, what I thought you might be getting at is near the end of the section.
Oh yeah, so it's
Near the end of this. Oh, okay. When you say back of the book, it sounds like you're talking about where the other stuff is. Culture section. We have a culture section every chapter. How many pages is it? 2. Remember how you've got the if we had the actual book, you would see that it would be this page and this page. On the electronic book, you just see it's succeeding pages. It's got a banner going along the top, and it's 2 pages describing Spanish culture, okay? That is where page 30 is going to come from. I will try to remember to put up what exact pages those are, but if I don't, you should still be able to find it. We're in chapter 2A. You go right past where we were last. We talked about the conjugations of ser and the subject pronouns. Right after those in the textbook will be the culture section. That's what you use to do those pages. Make sense? And then 31, we're going to get into today. This is going to be the next vocab. In each chapter, there's like a first set of vocab and then a second set of vocab. This is gonna be the second set of vocab. The classroom objects, you guys did the vocab and one before we started the chapter and had a lot of classroom objects like ruler, teacher, eraser, all that stuff. We'll get into that today, but that's what your homework is gonna deal with. Any questions? No? Good. Attendance. Oops. Let's get out of the English grades. Alright. Maybe we should check that stuff. First hour, we should have Atisha, he is not here. We should have Bordonia, he is. Bowman, he's here. Cade's here. Collins is here. Drobek's here. Cox is here. Papadelis, Roberson, and Rollins are all here. Sessi and Turner are here. Good. Clicker. Okay. Yeah, you got women's super cozy slipper boots. Thanks for that, Ceci. There. Good. All right.
I have none.
So, let's get into today's stuff to prepare you for tonight's work. Actually, before I do that, yesterday in the virtual learning, we had started going over the workbook. Let's finish that up before we go into the new stuff. Saquen su cuaderno y abren su cuaderno a la página 26, creo. Take out your workbook, open to 26, I believe.
Bro, I got into one Zoom yesterday. I got into one Zoom yesterday. With that first watch, good little deal.
Okay. Let's just review this real quickly, because we're recording this, and so, we didn't get through all of it in every class, I don't think, so we can just do a quick recap to make sure everybody has this. When you have your workbooks out, what should you also have out? Red pen. You don't have a red pen, quit telling me I don't have a red pen and get one, okay? Here we go. TNSL, what was the right answer? E or A in Espanol. Who is he? He is Juan. Now let's try the new board here. Apparently I go like this, and I should be able to write. TNSL, it should be LS Juan. Hey, yeah, I maybe should have, I did do that on purpose. Hold that. That might be a little too. Okay, how about como se llama ella? What's that mean? Yeah, I'm sorry, what's the answer first? Como se llama ella? What is her name, or how does she call herself? The answer should have been Still looks pretty thick. Maybe it's picked up better on the recording, so that's good. ¿De dónde son ellos? What's the right answer for that one? F-A. ¿De dónde son ellos? From where are they? They are from California. F-A. Número 4. ¿Quién eres tú? What's the right answer? Louder? Be. Be means who are you? The answer would be, my name is Raphael, or I call myself Raphael. How about de donde es él? What's the right answer? Say. De donde es él means from where is he? So you would respond with, he is from Chicago. And then the last one, son las chicas de aquí. Right answer? By process of elimination, it should have been de, which is, are the girls from here? And the answer would be no, they are from Mexico. Get it? Good. All right, now I can't scroll down, I think I just have to get rid of this, so. I have one here. Did I already knock one down? Should be two of these. Okay. So let's get rid of this, which is right here. Let's scroll down. Okay, this is where we left off, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and this one, Diana and Alejo are at a party organized by the International Club. Complete the following conversation between them with the appropriate words. Okay, so that's our word bank here. And let's do this one. Okay, Alejo, blank X. What should be in that blank? ¿Quién? That's good. Which is going to be, who is that? Who is he or she? Remember when we use es, it's he or she is. So it's going to be who or who is that? And then this guy responds, who? Her? And then she's going to say, no, what? L. No, him. L. So we got rid of that one, we got rid of this one. Then it says, say something, Ricardo. What's it going to be? Llama. Say llama, not llama. Say llama Ricardo. And that's saying he calls himself Ricardo, or his name is Ricardo. De what, SL? Donde. De donde SL. From where is he, or where is he from? Then they're going to respond, es what? De Venezuela, meaning he is from Venezuela. And then she says, y what? Ella. Your first thought might be E2, but there is no 2 for one thing. And you can see by the response that she's not talking to the person. She's saying, and her, or in the girl, where's she from? Then Alejo responds, Laura, blank de Puerto Rico. What's that going to be? Laura es de Puerto Rico, saying Laura is from Puerto Rico. Y tú, Alejo, and you, Alejo, de donde what? Eres. You're using eres here because now you're talking to Alejo and you're saying you are. Where are you from? And then he's going to respond, yo blank de Nicaragua. What's it going to be? Process of elimination. It's got to be soy. Or if you had the wrong answer somewhere and that one didn't fit, that'll tell you that you need to look at it again. Make sense? Questions? Good. I just wanted to finish that out since we had started it anyways. And now let's get to today's work. All right, so first of all, oh, that's not what I need. I need this. I need to go to resources and text. Okay, so let me show you first what I hopefully will remember to put on Schoology, but in case I don't, here's the culture section. We're in section 2A. 2A, and so you would see at the bottom of the page, Unidad dos, okay? And up here is the culture section. You read this section and you read this section, just like we've done in the other chapters. And that's what your questions are gonna be based on. In fact, if you look right here, this is my teacher's edition, and it says, workbook activities 7 through 9 are gonna deal with this. So those are in your workbook and what you would do with that. Okay, makes sense? That's gonna be for page 30 here. 31 is actually going to deal with new vocab. This class, we did the dialogo, didn't we? We did the dialogo already. Yeah, the dialogo was... It was before this. Okay, the dialogo was where this guy is interested in the girl at the other table and goes and tries to hit on her afterwards, you assume. So we've got that covered good. Let's see. All right, so here is page 31 is going to deal with this vocabulary. Let's go through this.
¿Qué hay en la clase?
Me llamo Juana. Yo soy de Puerto Rico. Ricardo es mi nuevo amigo de la República Dominicana. Somos estudiantes. El profesor es el señor Jaime Hernández.
El mapa. La estudiante. El estudiante.
El estudiante.
¿Qué hay en la clase? Hay una pizarra en la pared.
Buenos días, clase.
Buenos días, clase.
La pared.
La pared. Repiten.
El reloj. La
El-
ventana.
La
La
ventana.
pizarra.
I forget.
La chica. El chico. La silla. El pupitre. El libro. La página. La calculadora. El marcador.
Did they skip this part? I don't remember them singing that song.
I did. They did.
They did skip it, right?
No,
No, they did?
Yeah, they
Oh, okay. I remember them. Maybe I was in the wrong spot at that point. All right. Let's see. Seems a little low. That was as high as it goes from my computer. So then this thing. Okay. All right. So we've got this, the blog of Juana. What is there in class is what it's saying here. So we're looking at a web page, and so this is what she has written about the items in her class. Repite, me llamo Juana. What is that going to translate to, Bordonia?
Where's it do that?
Right there.
Oh, okay. My name is Juana, or they call me Juana.
Excellent. My name is Juana. Yo soy de Puerto Rico. What's that going to be, Xavier?
From Puerto Rico.
I'm from Puerto Rico. Bueno. Ricardo es mi nuevo amigo de la República Dominicana. What's that going to be, Andres?
Ricardo is some about Dominican Republic.
Okay. So you're crapping out here.
Yeah.
This is the new vocab, but a lot of it are cognates. If you remember when we talked about cognates, what would you guess me would mean? Am I?
My.
Good. What would you guess nuevo would be? Okay, that one's probably not as obvious. And you probably know amigo just from regular, culture. So what is amigo? He's friend. Okay, so Ricardo is my something friend. Okay,
Oh, and was Dominican Republic.
okay, from the Dominican Republic is what it would be. What is nuevo, Xavier?
No.
New. Is my new friend from the Dominican Republic. Okay. All right, how about somos estudiantes? Somos estudiantes, what is that going to be, Pablo?
That's going to be. I know estudiantes is students.
Good.
Um,
Somos you've been working with the last couple days, right?
yeah.
Can't remember what that is?
Isn't so much a verb?
Isn't it what?
Isn't it a verb?
The verb, yes it is. All right, help him out. Mario.
It's either we are or they are. I can't remember.
We are.
We are.
And then the way that you can, I think, can help you to remember that is, somos looks a little bit like nosotros. It's got that sound to it. So it's, nosotros is we, so somos is going to be, we are students. Make sense, Pablo? Bueno. Tomás, el profesor es el señor Jaime Hernandez.
The professor is Mr. Senor, J.D. Hernandez.
Good. And you said professor, which is, kind of right, but it's more like teacher, I don't want you to think that this is an exact cognate. An exact cognate would be professor is professor. It's a little bit different. It's more than just the teacher. Anyway, el mapa. Repiten, el mapa. La estudiante. El estudiante. Bueno. K.I. en la clase. Ooh, this is a tougher one. What is that going to be, Miguel? K.I. en la clase.
We are in the class.
Okay, you took a shot at it, and you got part of it right. However, you saw the en la clase, and that's what I think you based your guess off of. Take a little more time. Do you know what K means?
Like what?
It does. So it's not going to be we are in class. It's going to be what in the class. Not sure? Okay, but you see what I'm trying to get you to do is not just throw out a wild guess. You had still that wild guess is better than going, oh, I don't know. I don't know one of those words, so I'm not going to guess at any of it, okay? You still should do what you did, which was better. But then once you know this part, and that's what you based it on, you also know this one. I would bet most people could figure out what that one is, and it's what in the class. So what is this actually going to translate to, Dinero?
There is.
What there is in class, or it's a question, so it's going to be, what is there in class, okay? And what I was trying to get you to do is, once you got what in the class, and it's a question, you might have said, like, what is there, and you weren't even sure of what I was, you know what I mean? I think you knew what I was, right? It sounded a little more like he was basing it off of an exact translation, which is great, but sometimes you can't always do an exact translation. Still build on what you do know, and many times you'll come up with the general gist. Okay, Jesus, hay una pizarra en la pared. Hay una pizarra en la pared.
He is looking at the board hard as hell.
There's pizza on the patio.
Okay, I admire that you did not give up on it. I admire that you didn't give up on it, and so you gave your best guess, and you thought about maybe these are cognates, and pizarra looks like pizza, so I guess it could be. However, what you might do is also take the context of the classroom. And first of all, we talked about glasses with you.
Yeah, I don't know, I
Would you
should
say
be-
you broke them or something?
Yeah, I broke them,
Okay.
but I'm getting some new ones soon.
Get them taped up or something. Make sure you have them for class,
Yeah.
okay? Anyway, because if you had them, then rather than pizza on the patio, you might be able to just look here and use the context, the visual cues. Pizarra is going to be the board or chalkboard is on the la pared. Pared is the wall.
Oh.
So not pizza on the patio, but the board on the wall. All right, bueno. But all right, so let's do some repeating of these. Repiten, pare. La puerta. Looks like port. A port is a thing like a sub or whatever where you go into it, like a submarine, not a sandwich. Repiten el reloj. Bueno, clock. La ventana. You get vent. You get a vent of air when you open the window. La ventana. Repite la pizarra. Bueno. I don't know what to tell you on that one. It's like chalkboard or board, and there's not a great way to remember that one. Just know it. Repite la chica. Repite el chico. Repite la silla. Remember, silla, the double L, it's not Scylla, it's Silla, okay?
Take
Um,
the drawing, it's good.
Down below, repiten el pupitre. Okay, what could help you with, you tell me, what could help you with this one? What does it look like?
I don't know. A tray. The tray at the end.
Tray at the end. Okay, I guess if you think of that as like a tray, that could help you. What I'm getting at is pupil. What's a pupil? A student. What is pupitre? Student's desk. Okay, so that could help you there. Repiten el libro. Or you could think of tray. Libro, if you think of library, is where they keep books. Okay. Repiten la página. You've heard me say this a lot, so hopefully you already knew this. The page. I'll say abren a la página 26 or whatever. Página is where that is. Repiten la calculadora. Doesn't get more cognate than this, so it's just like what it is, calculator. And then repiten el marcador. Bueno, that is going to be a marker. All right, let's see what they got over here. Oh, more stuff. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yay, more stuff.
La mochila. El lápiz. El cuaderno. El bolígrafo. El borrador. La regla. El periódico. El sacapuntas.
Now that one they skipped, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so that's not me blanking out. I don't know, maybe it was a different edition that they were reading from or something, but anyway, here we go. Repiten la mochila. Backpack. Repiten el lápiz. Okay, the pencil. Repiten el cuaderno. El cuaderno. This might confuse you because I'll say saquen sus cuadernos, and I'm talking about your workbook, but workbooks are also commonly called cuadernos. Repiten el bolígrafo. What can help you with this one is it's a ballpoint pen, is where that's coming from. Bolígrafo is ballpoint pen. If you know that term instead of just pen, then it helps you remember bolígrafo. Repiten el borrador. Okay, bueno. Repiten la regla. Bueno. El papel. Saquen una hoja de papel. You'll hear me say a lot. Take out, maybe not a lot, but you'll hear me from time to time. Take out a piece of paper when we're going to do a listening activity. Sorry. These are the ones they skipped, or they What they do? Oh, yeah, this one and this one they skipped. Repiten la revista. Looks like review. Review. And a
La
review
revista.
is the magazine.
Like her voice.
La revista.
Repiten.
El periódico.
Okay, good.
El sacapuntas.
El sacapuntas. Okay? Good. You see, puntas is like point, to sharpen the point of it. Alright. Para conversar, to say that you don't understand something, you would say, perdón, no comprendo una palabra en el examen. Pardon me, I don't understand a word on the test. No comprendo, I don't understand una palabra, a word en el examen on the test. Well, let's see. Maybe they'll talk about this here.
Para conversar.
Perdón, no comprendo una palabra en el examen.
¿Qué quiere decir escritorio?
Quiere decir desk. ¿Cómo se dice waste basket? Y watch se dice cesto de papeles. Y reloj.
Okay, so these are some common ways to ask when you are confused about something. So to ask for the meaning of a word, ¿qué quiere decir escritorio? Translates to roughly what does escritorio mean, but literally is what when you want to say escritorio. Quiere is going to be to what. So what do you use when you want to say escritorio? Okay? What does that mean? Quiere decir desk. It means desk. You want to say desk. What's that? Okay? Next one. I'm sorry, we should have done that. I should have said that a lot. Repiten, ¿qué quiere decir escritorio? That was rousing. Good job. Repiten, quiere decir desk. Bueno. This is a more common way, as you would say. Repiten, ¿cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice is how is it said, or how would you say wastebasket, and then watch, and so that's if you're asking someone how it's said in Spanish. And then the response might be, repiten, se dice, and then cesto de papeles. Okay, the reason I broke that up is what you want here is the basic framework. The framework is como se dice when you're asking it, and se dice with the word when you're responding to it. And then irrejo is going to be watch. Okay, para decir más, other ones that could be with these common objects within a classroom. Repiten, el calendario. Should not be a big surprise if that is calendar. Repiten, el cartel. It's going to be poster. Repiten, la computadora. It's going to be computer. El libro digital. It's going to be an e-book, a digital book. Repiten, la pizarra inteligente. Is going to be what we have, what you would call this, an interactive whiteboard. Repiten, el resaltador. Highlighter. Repiten, el bolígrafo. Now, okay, so what they're getting at here, these are some of the other objects they could have said. Now, in otros países, in other countries, bolígrafo might be said as, repiten, esfero. In Colombia, it might be el boli. In España, that's kind of like a shortened version. Instead of like ballpoint pen, just calling it a pen would be boli. Repiten, la pluma. La pluma will be in Mexico. This is based on the old pens. You know, you see Ben Franklin writing, it's got the feather, a plume, feather plume, pluma. Repiten, el borrador. Could also be la goma in España, or la goma de borrar. La goma de borrar in Argentina. Borrador is typically the eraser you use in class. Goma is many times more the eraser on a pencil. And so when they say goma de borrar, it's like, it's more like they're saying eraser for that kind of board. And then the last one, el cesto de papeles, can also be called la caneca in Colombia. Repite, la caneca. El busurero, el papelero, or el bote. Okay, and these two in Argentina and this one in Mexico. All right. So those are, this is the information that you would want to know heading into the homework on page 31. 30 will be the culture section. You go right in there, you read the English, you answer the questions. 31 will be based on these words, some exercises practicing this. Make sense? Any questions?
What page is it on?
30 and 31.
No, the page right here.
This page right here is 61.
Oh, that's 60.
Yeah, not to blow off your question, but what I'm more interested in you guys knowing is, if I tell you that page, hopefully you remember it. It's like if a guy's hungry, you give him a fish, he's fed. If you teach him to fish, he's full for a lifetime, right? Is kind of the phrase. This is 61. Hopefully you remember that. But the better way is, how do you find it? We are in 2A. You just go in your book, you find, it'll say A on one page, and at the bottom of the other one, it'll say Unit 2.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay, you know what I mean? So you go into Unit 2, and then you just page through. I'd like you guys to get used to that, because one of the things that I don't like about electronic text is that many times you guys aren't thinking of them as an actual textbook. It is an actual textbook that has been transferred to an electronic form. And you many times are searching it like it's online and it's an unlimited thing. It's not, it's a limited thing. And so just like if you had the actual textbook, that's how you want to become acquainted to be able to find things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that 3 chapters from now, you don't go, oh, damn, what was that page Case said? I mean, there's no way you're going to remember. However, if you go, you know, I think that was in chapter 2 somewhere, you know how to get to there quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the dumb way. The smarter way is you go into the table of contents and bring, you know what I mean, and go to it. So, quick answer, 61. Longer answer, know where we are in the book, 2A, and you can always find what you need. Okay? Any other questions? All right. So what do we have here? 32, end of 39?
So we have 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and give you that time now, because I doubt I'm going to get this far with any of the other classes. You guys are super quiet, and there's not many of you in here, so that allows me to get through it quicker. So why don't you go ahead, take out your workbooks, and get working on your homework. I'll put on some soft music so you can concentrate. That looks pretty clear, eh?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hopefully, you guys at home, this new board is better for you. Let me see. Is better for you to be able to see the material. I'm coming back over here and looking at the thing. Yeah, you probably can follow more of what I'm saying better. All right. Have a good one, guys.